Okay, it's been a while since I made a video. I'm surprised I remember how to pull it up. So I'm just going to make sure we do not a couple, but a few examples like the ones today. Just make sure you're good on them. Remember, something squared being 25, is it possible? Of course it's possible. How many things can I square and get a positive number? Real number-wise, 2. So remember, best bet is to always say if x squared is 25, x is the square root, is positive or negative square root of the, oh my gosh, is either positive or negative of the principal square root of 25. So that's going to be positive 5 and negative 5. Okay, so over here, we're going to divide both sides by 2 first, which gets us there. Is it possible? Of course. X will either be the positive or negative principal square root of 49, so it's either 7 or negative 7. Okay, this one will subtract 64 from both sides. We'll just move the 64 over. But before you start doing anything, just think about it. Can I square a real number and get a negative number? Something squared makes negative 64. No, because if you square a positive, it's positive. If you square a negative, it's positive. So this has no real solution. Now, if you had followed my advice and done this, and you type that in on your calculator, it's going to come up error. So it's either way, it's going to tell you that thing doesn't have a solution. First, we'll add 16 to both sides on this one. Then we'll divide both sides by 9. So x is either the positive or negative principal square root of 16 ninths, which is the same thing, as this. Because remember, a square root of a fraction is a fraction of the square roots. So it's positive 4/3 or negative 4/3. Okay, and I know I'm going through these really quick, but you've got a pause button. So you need to pause to catch up with writing things down. Then do that. You have a rewind button too, so don't forget about those things. X squared will subtract 9 from both sides. That's going to leave 16. So x is either positive or negative the principal square root of 16, which is plus or minus 4, which is the same thing as 4 and negative 4. All right, and then this is what we learned yesterday. Same thing, you get a square equal 25. Of course that's possible. It means that whatever was getting squared is either positive or negative the principal square root of that 25. It's just that the first day we learned this on Wednesday, it was just an x getting squared. Now it can be a quantity getting squared, which is no big deal. So that's plus or minus 5. We're going to add 2 to both sides. Move that negative 2 to the side makes it positive 2. But what that means is you're either doing 2 plus 5 or 2 minus 5. So we get 2 different values for x, 7 or negative 3. All right, this one, remember, here's the term with the x in it. You want that whole term by itself first, so we've got to subtract 9 from both sides. And then can I square something and get a positive 16? Of course I can. The thing I squared was either the positive or negative principal square root of 16. And I'll move the negative 2 over here, make it positive 2. And I'll write down what that says to do. 2 plus 4 or 2 minus 4. So there's the 2 possibilities. Now, if you want to double check and make sure you're right, remember, this is not the kind of problem that you have to check, but if you plug a 6 in right there for x, we'll see if that equals 25 or not. Yep, it sure did. And if you put the negative 2 in for x, also worked. So, like if it were an assessment, totally take the time to check it. It doesn't take long, but it's worth it to know that you got the right answer. Or at least I think it is. Okay. This one we got a lot of stuff. Here's the term that has the x in it. So first we'll subtract 9 from both sides. Now, again, you get the term with the x on the side, but that whole square is getting multiplied by 4. How do you get rid of multiplying by 4? You divide both sides by 4, which just leaves the x minus 2 all squared over on the left. And now you're to the point where, okay, something squared is 4. Sure, that's possible. That something is either positive or negative, the principal squared 4. And then we'll move the 2 to this side. So I know I'm either doing 2 plus 2 or 2 minus 2. So I'm getting either a 4 or a 0. Okay, so that was the first problem on your homework was, or not homework, but classwork, was just to watch this little video, take these notes to remind yourself what's going on. You flip over on the back side, you're going to work some problems. The answers are at the bottom, so check, make sure that you got them right, and then I think we're good. See you on Monday.